Person is dead after a shooting this afternoon on the south side. The update coming earlier this evening. Police say 2 people were shot in the car at 79th and South May. The driver then crashed into a van in the 7900 block of South May. A 26-year-old woman was shot multiple times and died this afternoon at the hospital. A 27-year-old man was also shot, and he is in good condition tonight.
From all indications, there were multiple shooters who fired dozens of shots, perhaps more than 50. Remarkably, all of those bullets missed a baby who was sitting in the car that was targeted.
February 5th, 2026. A white Chevy sedan sits riddled with bullet holes at the intersection of 79th and May Street in Chicago's Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Over 100 shell casings litter the ground. Inside the vehicle, 26-year-old Gabryel Ayres, a salon owner, a mother, lies dead. Her 1-year-old son, still strapped in his car seat, alive, untouched by a single bullet despite the chaos that just unfolded around him. The gunmen weren't after Gabryel. They wanted someone else. And in broad daylight, at 1:30 in the afternoon, just steps away from St. Sabina Church, they unleashed hell. But here's what makes this even more disturbing. They didn't stop. They fired, drove away, then came back to finish what they started. 3 shooters, long guns, a red car, and a woman who had absolutely nothing to do with whatever war they were fighting paid the ultimate price. Before we continue, if stories like this matter to you, if you believe Gabryel's name deserves to be remembered, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Drop a comment telling us where you're watching from, because this isn't just a Chicago problem. This is happening everywhere. Now, let's talk about who Gabryel really was and how a day that started like any other ended in unspeakable tragedy.
The driver of the van refused treatment. No one is in custody. A witness tells WGN a baby was taken out of the back seat after that shooting. That baby's condition isn't known tonight or its relationship to the people who were shot.
From all indications, there were multiple shooters who fired dozens of shots, perhaps more than 50. Remarkably, all of those bullets missed a baby who was sitting in the car that was targeted.
Investigators remained at the scene well after nightfall at this corner littered with shell casings, where somehow a baby in this bullet-riddled car emerged unscathed.
What's the purpose of shooting at a car when you know there's a child in the car? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it could be a lot of other people who's lost their life here today.
Kirk Bell is the godfather of 26-year-old Gabryel Ayres, who relatives identify as the woman who was shot and killed in her white Chevy sedan around 1:30 p.m. at 79th and May Street, her car then crashing into a van.
This here is unbelievable. This young lady was a beautiful young lady with a beautiful child, and life just cut short. For what?
Ayres' boyfriend in the car also shot multiple times, but her 13-month-old baby daughter, who was sitting in the back, escaped unhurt.
It's a miracle that baby was not shot. It's a miracle.
St. Sabina Church is around the block from where the gunfire erupted, and the church's food pantry is on that corner. People inside hiding in a back room, and after the gunfire, emerged to help the victims.
So they saw, the young man and the woman shot up in the car as they were trying to get the baby out. But they gave the baby immediately to the police, and the policewoman took it in her car and was holding it.
They need to clean this city up. They need to. This gangs and the shooting and the killing is just unbelievable.
Gabryel Ayres' mother tells me her daughter worked as a hairstylist and was training to be a letter carrier. Police have not offered a motive for the shooting. Judy, there was a lot of gunfire at this scene. More than 50 shots were fired based on the number of evidence markers that we're seeing here on the ground. And we are told that there was a baby in the backseat of the victim's vehicle who fortunately was not hurt. The shooting happening around 1:30 this afternoon near 79th and May Street in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Police say a 26-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man were inside a white Chevy sedan when they were hit by gunfire. They then crashed their vehicle into a GMC van. Police say the female victim was shot multiple times and taken in critical condition to Little Company of Mary Hospital, and the male victim, police say, was shot in the buttocks and arm and is in good condition at Christ Hospital. The driver of that van they crashed into refused medical attention. Now, a short time ago, I spoke to the godfather of the woman who was shot, who confirms his goddaughter's infant girl, who is less than a year old, was in the back of the sedan.
And there's a baby in the car. These animals have no value on life. This is nothing to them. They need to clean this city up. They need to. This gangs and the shooting and the killing is just unbelievable.
The fire department confirms that that baby was not hurt. Police say it's unclear what led to the gunfire, and they say no one is in custody at this time. Live in Auburn, Gresham, Eric Hong, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Gabryel Ayres was 26 years old. She wasn't involved in gangs. She wasn't caught up in street conflicts. She ran a salon. She posted about her pregnancy journey online just a year before her death, sharing the joy of becoming a mother. Her friends and family described her as hardworking, focused, and someone who stayed away from drama. She was simply in the wrong car, at the wrong time, with the wrong person. The intended target? The father of her child. He was in the vehicle with her. He survived, wounded but alive. Gabryel took the bullets meant for him. Think about that for a moment. Over 100 rounds fired in the middle of the day. Families were nearby. People were going about their lives.